And then today, Giselle uploaded this picture outside of John Fetterman's Senate office. This time, half his body was cropped out. In fairness, at least he's wearing a suit and not a hoodie and basketball shorts. But still, Giselle takes center stage, which, of course, was the plan here all along.
You know, sometimes I don't like it when people say, well, is it a slow news day? Is that why you're doing this random story? Specifically, in this case, people might say that about Fox News. There's a Tucker Carlson Tonight fill-in host talking about John Fetterman. Now, if there is a slow news day, the reason I don't like that insult is there's nothing I can do about it, right? You just have to pick up with whatever. But if you're gonna do something like this randomly on a slow news day, you should at least know what it is that's happening. Fox News is losing their minds over John Fetterman being cropped out of photos by his wife. Can you believe it? Now this is the scandal. As a matter of fact, he's not the only one over on Tucker Carlson Tonight. Harris Faulkner also talked about it. Let's watch.
Going after Senator-elect John Fetterman's wife, Giselle, after she posted this pic. Many were quick to point out that her husband is partially cropped out and accused Mrs. Fetterman of using it for her own 15 minutes of fame. One critic said she wanted this so badly for herself, LOL. Another, first day for Senator-elect Giselle Fetterman. And why is she even there? Your thoughts?
Well, she's a lot better looking than he is. So as a man who's married to a wife that is far better looking, I'm sure John Fetterman would say, I don't even need to be in this photo. But he's not able to do the job, Harris. And the reality here is that it does feel as if basically Pennsylvania has elected his wife, and she certainly is furthering that idea with these photos. Maybe she's going to step down, and the new Democrat governor-elect is going to end up appointing her when her husband can't do the job.
Yo, this is what happens when it's a slow news day. You take something like this, you can joke about it, that's fine. But then it goes to, that means she's gonna be sworn in and she's taking over a picture, over him being halfway cut out of it. Are we for real? Or there's this one other thing you can do. Look into it, because if you did, you might find out things that I didn't know. My producers found this out because they did this small thing. It was looking into it. It's an inside joke. If you actually care about the person that you're disparaging before they come into the Senate, Giselle's Instagram actually points out that she does this because of how tall he is in comparison to her, as you can see in this picture. There's another one though. It's like a series where she does this, and it's kind of funny. Here's another one. She says, DC date night, Pennsylvania senator's in the house. There he is. Oh, but his nose is in it. I think she screwed that one up. But there was even an explanation. John Fetterman talked about this 2 years ago. I understand you weren't following him as closely 2 years ago, but again, he did say this. The origin of my head, he says. Years ago, Giselle Fetterman found a bargain pair of shoes that she's excited about. In order for a post of her outfit and shoes to fit into the frame, she literally cropped my head off. People messaged me thinking it was an accident, so I call her, and this is the call. He says it happened. He goes, hey honey, my head accidentally got cut off in that IG pic. She says, I know. He goes, you know, sad face. She says, it was the only way I could make it fit in the frame. And in the subsequent years, there's only shock now when my head actually makes it into the frame of these photos. It's weird because it's like they have a back and forth relationship where they enjoy each other, and they maybe some fun jokes here and there.
And in regards to women voting, that was the worst thing that ever happened to America too. Look at us now. Women overwhelmingly vote on their emotions. And their emotions, and the liberals are very good at appealing to emotions. Oh, look at these migrant children, they have nowhere to go. Look at this pregnant migrant woman, she has nowhere to go. We have got to open up our borders and give her cash assistance for the rest of her life here in America. And women vote for that. They vote to have weapons taken away, our Second Amendment rights taken away. Women used to vote, they used to not vote because their husband would make the choice for them. Now, if just our husbands and landowners were voting, we'd be in a much better place than we are now. We'd have closed borders, we'd have no infringements on our Second Amendment rights. Red flag laws would be a thing of the past. And we as women wouldn't be, have such authority and power over who gets into elected office because we don't deserve it. The way that women vote, it's been terrible. I'm apologizing as a female voter for the rest of my fellow female voters.
It's almost like Herschel Walker. If you listen to it long enough, you're like, wait, where are we going? How do we take this many turns? Lauren Witzke doesn't want women to vote, as you heard there. She's pretty vehement about it. The ironic part is that she ran for office. So wait, should you hold office or should you not vote? Who should vote for your ass? Men, rich landowners, as you said. You know what we'd have, as you said, you know what we'd have if we had like just the rich white men and landowners voting like we used to, and men making decisions for their wives. We'd have indentured servitude. We'd have slavery. In fact, that's what we had when we went through all of those same things that you were talking about. Cool, fine, whatever. You love it, or you're trying to just, I don't know, not get kicked off of the train of stupidity and the hatred of the country. I guess you choose your sides.